Skiing and snowboarding are lifestyle sports. And another lifestyle sport that is sweeping our coastlines is kiteboarding. Simply a big kite and a board on your feet and you're away. It's easy. Once you have your equipment, it's cheap and convenient to carry around. The sport can easily be translated to snow. Already in the Northern Hemisphere, it's tipped to grow as quick as snowboarding did in the early 90s. If you already have your snowboard, then all you need to do is purchase the kite. Oh yeah, and then wait for some wind. Kiteboarding on water is turning out to be the latest lifestyle sport. And with me here I have Mat Colefax, who brings in Whipika. Now Matt, how popular is this sport?
On the water, it's gaining a massive popularity around the East Coast in particular and north of Perth. However, on the snow, it's yet to boom.
Well, why is it so popular on water?
I guess it's very visible. In most of the major centres, if you drive near the beach, you'll see kiteboarding in summertime. And that's probably why, because it's a spectacular sport. It looks very attractive.
It looks attractive, so I'm just going to do it because it looks good. It must
Absolutely.
feel good.
Well, it feels great. It feels even better than it looks.
Now, you've spent a few seasons in the snow, so obviously you're trying to get it on the snow. How do you think it'll go in Australia on snow?
I hope it goes something like the water has taken off.
Since Matt brings in the Whipika kites, of course he wants the sport to take off. But enough of Matt, what about his girl? Beck Nicholson, 3-time national kiteboarding champion and currently 3rd in the world on water.
Now this is going to be fun.
However, she hasn't had much experience snowboarding, so how does she handle the difference?
It's very similar, the water and the snow, except this time in the snow you've got this downhill slope that you've got to deal with. But with the kiteboarding, luckily you can go up the slope, so you don't need a lift pass.
How did Beck first get involved?
Actually, I bought a kite off Matt to start with, and I spent about 3 months just in the shallow waters, flying my kite, learning how to use it, learning all the power source and everything. And then I got myself a board and started from there. So the progression was rather slow, but I didn't have any real quality instruction. So it was just a step-by-step, learning the kite first, then the board, and yeah, it all came together after a while. I just thought I'd really love to give this a go. It looked sensational, it looked easy, and I just thought I could do it. It was something that I could do by myself. And now I've hit the snow with the kite, and it's relatively easy. But the main thing is the kite. You've got to know how to deal with the power, and of course the board skills certainly help with you being able to turn and stop and start and things like that. So it's a relatively easy sport to learn.
Well, for kiteboarding on snow, we use a different type of kite to kiteboarding on water. The difference is that the kites for snow aren't pumped up with air. They're actually self-inflating, a lot like a paraglider. And the kites for water have little bladders like the inner tubes of a bicycle that stay pumped up the whole time and allow them to float. That's not necessary on the snow, but it certainly makes it easier if you're familiar with the kite that you're taking to the snow. So if you have been kiteboarding with an inflatable kite for quite a while and are used to it, then perhaps your first session should be with that same kite on the snow.
Now this is great.
So Beck, what is it that you love most about it?
The freedom, the air time, the adrenaline rush, and it's something new and challenging. It's just awesome. And being out here, we're surrounded by snow, the beautiful, beautiful clear blue skies.
Time will tell if it's just a fad or the new lifestyle sport of the millennium.
We love this part of the show
Because we
get to give you
something
the Snowshow
in conjunction with
with Italian tourism.